Channeled personal guidance from interdimensional extraterrestrial light beings. Hello, this is Michael Denney, also known as Mahadeva the Thunder Wizard, and I am officially announcing a new service that I am providing. So if you don't know who I am a contactee of higher dimensional extraterrestrial light beings. I have been in continuous contact with them on multiple levels ever since June of 2022. I have been sharing about this in my books and on my YouTube channel, and I have finally become willing to do what has been suggested to me by these light beings, which is that I give people personalized, channeled life coaching sessions, if you will, life optimization sessions. And in these private channeled sessions, what I will do is I will communicate to you whatever these light beings are communicating to me or showing me about you, your life. And let's get into some of the specifics that I will be doing in this service. So this is a 1-hour personalized channeled session. It is with extraterrestrial higher dimensional light beings. It will be whatever personalized information the extraterrestrials want to tell you. So let me talk about this for a second. So my experience with the light beings is when I first did CE5, which is called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, which is human-initiated contact with extraterrestrials. When I first did that, I had no idea what to expect, but immediately after that, I made a very strong connection with very powerful light beings who came to me on a daily basis. And the first messages that they gave me were messages about my true essence outside of the third dimension. This was absolutely shocking to me. I had never even thought that there might be a version of me outside of this third dimension, and I had never even contemplated that I had a history outside of third dimensional incarnated life. So the first thing that was shared with me was my expanded 5D self and my history. I talk about this in depth on my YouTube channel, which you can go and watch. So that is something that I would be willing to talk about, because I believe that these beings want all of us to know that. It's what I'm calling awakening to your expanded 5D self. So I would be happy to give messages in regard to that. So also we will talk about your special purpose in 5D Earth Ascension. Now, the reason that these light beings told me about who I was outside of my third dimensional reincarnated life was because I had a very important role in this transition period that we're in and in the following 5D Earth Ascension. And so it was important, in fact necessary, that I know this information about myself so I could do my job better. But outside of that, it was incredibly empowering. Healing on, I healed thousands of karmic wounds, thousands of lifetimes, just in sometimes a single session communicating with these beings. So I would be open to seeing if I could accomplish that for you as well, to help communicate to you what they are sharing with me about you. So your special purpose in 5D Earth Ascension, any relevant past life information. Part of what also happened with me, as you know if you follow the channel, is they shared with me past lives, past Earth lives that I've had with my family members who have passed away, and then crazy Earth lives that went on tens of thousands of years earlier, which are very intense subjects, again, I talk about in my channel. I don't know what's in your background, but I believe it would be helpful, and I would be willing to investigate and ask them to share that information with you. Messages from loved ones who have passed. That was one of the first things that happened to me, is that all of my family members who had passed away were brought to me. This was totally mind-blowing to me, but an extraterrestrial came to visit me in a higher dimensional form and brought with them all of the souls of my family members who had passed away. So these beings, these extraterrestrial higher dimensional light beings, have the ability to be what people call a psychopomp, which is they have the ability to connect with other souls that have passed who are in other dimensions. And I got news for you. The people who have passed are not dead. They are 100% alive, living full, complete lives in higher dimensions, and you can communicate with them. These beings have the power to create portals between dimensions. So I would be willing to ask them any information about your family members or loved ones who had passed on. Any other questions you might have. So I'm not going to limit it. I don't know what other things they might want to tell you. You might have questions. My experience is that there's a lot of questions that we ask that are nonsense to them because they don't live in our dimension. But I'll ask any question you want, and we'll see what kind of answers come. Of course, I can't guarantee anything. And this is something that the light beings have persuaded me to do. I have finally, it's gotten to the point where I'm willing to do this, and I'm happy to do it. So I'm stepping out and I'm doing it. So, channeled personal guidance from interdimensional ET light beings. There's a couple ways that you can access this. The first one is if you go to thunderwizard.com, and you can get a monthly subscription. So what that means is you go to thunderwizard.com and you look in the membership section there, and you look for the different paid tiers, and you will find one that has this picture on it. And that will be something you can subscribe to. Now, this is very convenient because you just subscribe to it, and then what happens is I give you the information and you can schedule your monthly session with me. And for as long as you are subscribed to that, you will be able to communicate with me for one hour session per month. And on top of that, you get access to all of the subscription-only paid video teachings that other people have access to at the thunderwizard.com subscription at the Warrior 90-day Lightning Qigong or above. So you get access to very powerful energy practices. I won't get into it, but it's the single most powerful, most complete energy practice that you can find out there. So you would have access to me for 1 hour a month, and I would do a channeled life guidance reading for you, and you would have access to all of that other those practices. So that's the first way that you can access these channeled messages. The second one is if you go to channel.thunderwizard.com, and then you see there less expensive single sessions. So this is if you just want to have one session with me, or you want to have a session every couple of months, or if you want to buy a package, you can buy a package of sessions. Now, these are less expensive, and the reason for that is because I give you instructions on that website on how to purchase it through PayPal using friends and family. It's really not a purchase. What it is that you are sending $signs to me, and in exchange for that, out of the goodness of my heart, I will be happy to give you one of these sessions or whatever package it is. So that is less expensive because I don't have to pay TAX on that. And so there you go. So you've got anything you could possibly want in terms of that. So go check out those and see which you prefer. The thunderwizard.com is great because you get, I mean, the value is unprecedented. The amount of information and practices you get is worth far more than what you would be paying for the monthly subscription. The other one, again, that is, it's more convenient and it's better for me in the long run when it comes to paying TAX. So there you go. Thunderwizard.com or channel.thunderwizard.com for channeled personal guidance from interdimensional ET light beings. I look forward to working with you.